Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. I'm Biola Alabi.
Welcome back. I'm Veronica Decker.
And I'm Tundu Abiola. When Nigeria's ruling party, the All Progressives Congress, swept into power in 2015, it commanded a comfortable majority in both chambers of the National Assembly. Many people then expected APC to seamlessly assume the mantle of leadership in both chambers, but it wasn't to be, as some lawmakers of the party capitalized on certain loopholes in the House rules to scheme their way to plum jobs. Following the 2019 general election, the party has gone public with its support of particular lawmakers for leadership positions to prevent a repeat of the 2015 scenario. However, dissenting voices have started to emerge from within the ranks of the party. To help us make sense of it all, we have now been joined from the Arise Abuja studio by political linguist and parliamentary consultant AKINLOYE Oyeniyi, who is also Secretary, Media Committee, Inter-Party Advisory Council. Welcome to the program. Good morning. To start with, may we have your general overview of the performance of the 8th National Assembly under the leadership of Senate President Bukola Saraki and House Speaker Yakubu Dogara?
It will be surprising to some people, to some Nigerians, that my statement here will look somehow that this current National Assembly in history of our legislature in Nigeria happens to be the best, and I will cite some reasons why I said so. Qualities of bills that are being churned out from the Assembly, and the numbers of those bills and how critical those bills are to our governance. That is one. Public petitions that are being attended to, critical ones. The motions of urgent national importance that are also being treated of great numbers, more than other assemblies, quote unquote, from 1990 dates.
High score, but what about the relationship, which was often fraught with tension, between the 8th National Assembly and the executive?
Like I said in one of the flagship program of a particular TV, when the imbroglio between the executive and the National Assembly leadership was still very hot, I said I was asked whether am I seeing it going down so soon. I said the gulf will never come. The gulf, as in the gulf, will never come close. Instead, it will be getting wider and wider. And if we look at it, that kind of relationship is actually good for our polity, because when the legislature is not a rubber stamp of the executives, we are bound to see results that are very good, very advantageous and very good. But when you have a legislature that's a rubber stamp of the executive, I'm sorry to say we may be toying with something that we won't be able to explain.
Sir, what would you say regarding the apparent consensus candidates of the All Progressive Congress for the leadership of the two chambers of the National Assembly?
In the 8th Assembly or the incoming 9th Assembly?
In the incoming 9th Assembly.
The candidature of the APC candidate members, like it played out in 2015, I think we are going to see another rematch of what played out in 2015, when the current 8th Assembly was about to be put on saddle. But the difference to that now, this current incoming 9th Assembly is the inroad that has been made by the political party, that is APC, when the national chairman converged the meeting of the reps-elect and later the senators-elect by the president in the presidential villa. And some particular candidates are being adopted, let me say adopted as their preferred candidates for the office of the speakership and the Senate presidency. But I want to say that though it's not a bad thing, It's not a bad thing because legislators, parliamentarians work in 4 areas. At the party caucus, they work at the chamber, they work at the committee level and their constituency office. So the party can meet with them and talk to them and choose a particular person among them to be the person that will go for these positions. But with exceptions to some statements made by the national chairman of APC, Comrade Adams Oshiomhole, that PDP should not have any other position and even committee chairmanship. That's a very, very wrong statement. That we definitely turn the tide against APC after the inauguration of the assembly, by the time they started doing their election for their principal offices. Because let's take Senate for example, 109. They are not even up to 109 because the Imo State governor who said he won the election is not there, and some others who are not there. So let's just be looking at 109. That's for you to be a Senate president. If you have 2 people contesting, you must have 55 votes. And now APC is having just 60-something senators, and we have 3 people contesting. We have 3 people. So let's say even they have 65. 65 divided by 3. And PDP is having more than 40 or close to about 40. So if you have divided 65 into 3, and a particular party is coming with 40, who do it? And we should not forget, the law said the National Assembly should self-regulate themselves, and we have what is called Senate order. We have House rules. The guidelines have been set how a Senate president will emerge, how the Speaker will emerge, and these are the things that we put into place. That day, the national chairman will not be there. President Buhari will not be there. After inauguration, he will have to leave. He will not be there. And people will vote. And you can't even tell people not to vote for whoever. They have to. See, women. I'm not seeing in incoming night assembly that we have all principal officers, apart from the majority leader and Senate leader and the minority leader or minority whip and the rest, who automatically belongs to majority party with a larger concentration of members, and the other with list. But other positions like deputy senate presidency, deputy speaker, they will tear it into pieces. There's no way PDP will not pick from this. They have the number, and they are not in disarray. APC is already in disarray. APC is already in disarray. If care is not taken, Goje will pick that Senate presidency and nothing will happen. There's nothing that will happen. I'm telling you. So the numbers are there. It's just to play with numbers. You don't need to incite people against your party members. You don't need to make insightful statements that people will be angry. I know a lot of people who even were PDP members, and they were working. I know that they were working for emergence of Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila. But when Comrade Oshiomhole met with them, that statement that came out from him, I know so many of them that said they are not even going to go with him again. That the party should go and deliver him.
I'd like to draw your attention to the fact that current Senate President Bukola Saraki was not elected by 109 senators. He was actually elected by less than 60, I think 57 senators. Most of the senators were still in that make or break meeting, if you will recall. So the precedent has been set that quorum of the whole Senate is no longer necessary, which leads to the next point I want to make. Is there going to be an open ballot or secret ballot? Which one of the Senate rules, Senate standing orders, will be applied, 2011 or 2015?
I don't know the one they are going to apply. But what I know is that you said in 2015 that the current Senate president didn't emerge with 109. You said 57 votes, or is it 57 or you said 67? That is more than half. That is more than half. If it depends, I'm using the entire 109 as a yardstick, as an example. But people who are on seat, people who will be on seat once quorum is formed and Senate can sit, that's those people that will vote. And the person with the simple majority of the vote will be the person that will emerge. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. The votes will be counted. Like they did the last one. Maybe they will just share the ballot paper and you vote, you go and drop it, then they will count it the way they did in 2015. It's going to be there. The place will be locked up. Nobody, no intruder, nobody is going there. This one, there's no way of you are not supposed to vote, you voted. No. It's going to be strictly them. And they are going to vote according to whoever they want to lead them. But there's no way, Senate President is going to be APC. Deputy Senate President is going to be APC. Nah, it's not going to happen. With that number, it's not going to happen. It's not. Now, even if the national chairman did not make those statements and some other things were not being said that to steer people's anger against the party, naturally, you know, Nigerians will, there's no way PDP, with how the election went, with how the election was conducted, all the way it was mad with militarization and the rest, PDP won't want to even allow APC to have that Senate leadership or House of Representative leadership that they can equally share for APC to have all of them. No, it will not happen. It will not happen. They will fight it out.
Who do you foresee occupying the number 3 and number 4 positions? Because you're quite clear that PDP is coming for their share, which is a breach in our political convention. The leadership of both houses is formed by the majority party, but now you're saying that could change. What are your predictions? Do you see a PDP Senate President or a PDP Speaker or PDP Deputy Senate President or PDP Deputy Speaker?
I'm seeing an APC Senate President, PDP Deputy Senate President. That's how it's going to be. There's no two-way about it. And I'm seeing Goje emerging.
Okay, Danjuma Goje. What about the House of Representatives?
The House of Reps is dicey. Femi is contesting. Dogara is contesting again from PDP. So, actually, APC, they are having the number. If they can manage it, Femi will emerge. But I am not seeing another APC emerging as deputy speaker, except if APC can try as much as possible to make sure only Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila will be coming. If there's any other person that will come against him from APC, they should forget about the deputy speakership. That's just it. That's just it. And I'm seeing the deputy speaker speakership coming from Kano. Seeing it coming from Kano.
I want to take you back to what you said about the APC chairman, Oshimole, and the fact that his statement and how that statement might backfire. One of the things we've consistently seen when it comes to the National Assembly leadership since 1999 is the meddling of the executive and the almost imposition of the executive of candidates. Why do you think that this continues to happen? And what do you think the cost of meddling could be this time around? Do you think this can cost APC more than they bargained for?
It will definitely, statement is ephemeral. When spoken words are ephemeral. Once you said them, you cannot edit them. Even if you want to come back to come and do the buta, whatever you have said, it has gone. And in Yoruba language, you have this proverb where they say, the people that we hear, go. Not all of them we hear come. That is it. You understand? A mark has already been made without those statements, those inciting statements that has been coming from the ruling party, and there's no way it is going to be easy ride for them in the next 4 years with the National Assembly. There's no way. Don't forget that they are pushing Senator Saraki out forcefully. He has already been pushed out, so he won't want to go. Although he's a gentleman, you saw how he took his defeat in Kwara. No fight, no nothing, no. Unlike some people who lost the election and they wanted to bring the whole nation down, he didn't even do anything. He just allowed everything to go peacefully. But he won't want to go down as Senate President that will just lived down exalted number 3 positions just like that and will just go. No, it's not going to be like that. He will want to have his successor. He want to have his people in the system. Not only him, a lot of people. They want to have their people in the system. They want to have their people in the system because it is when you have your people in the system. Now we've got to know that we now have an executive which cannot be controlled by the masses, which cannot be controlled by the voters, except through the National Assembly and court. And we have seen the judiciary I won't want to make a particular this thing on air, but we've seen that it is only the National Assembly that have the clout, that have that they have that energy, they have that leverage to come after executive. That once you are doing this is no. We saw the clearance of EFCC chairman. Till today, he has not been cleared, but the man is there, really. He's there as EFCC chairman. So a lot of things. If he's coming like that, it's also coming from the angle of the executives. We saw how many bills passed, more than 31 bills passed, critical, fine bills are rejected. Electoral Act is there. That's why we're having all this crisis in our election. Electoral Act is there. Ajakuta still completion fund is there. It was turned down. You see that we are not going to complete the Ajakuta. This was the same Ajakuta the president used to campaign even for his 2019 election. It was turned down. Meddling bill was turned down. A lot of bills, fantastic bills, were turned down, and maybe because of rancor between the executive and the legislature. And we see it's now you slap me, I slap you. But the APC is not going. They are not going to find it funny in this in the principal officers election that is coming by June. It's not going to be funny. No, there's no way. The deed has already been done. There's no way they want to do it. There's nothing they can do again. The deed has already been done. The numbers are there. They are not going to manufacture people that we are not going to have. This one, nothing like overvoting. There's nothing like overvoting. Nothing.
So, Oyeniyi, I want to know, what do you expect President Buhari to get? Do you expect him, or where, more involved in the process of selecting leaders of the two chambers of the National Assembly? What is your take on this?
I can't get that.
Would you expect President Buhari to get more involved in the process of selecting leaders of the two chambers of the National Assembly?
No. It's not one of the duties stated in the Constitution for the president to do. We can do it for politics, but it's not necessary. 100% not necessary to do. But for politics, even if I'm the president, I want to do it. You know, you want to have easy right now. You want all your whims and caprices to come to pass. But for governance, for democracy, it is better that he should not even meddle into there. He should just. It's none of his business. It's not his affairs. It's a parliamentarian affair. He's not a parliamentarian. He's not a parliamentarian. He should leave them to determine whoever they want. Whoever they want, he should allow them to determine. It's not. He shouldn't go there. Shouldn't go there.
Mr. Oyeniyi, I was going to say, but we do know that in the past, presidents have gotten involved. Do you believe that President Buhari will stay away from this as part of just where he is in his administration today and the work he has ahead? Or do you think that he will, from the sidelines, even from the outside looking in, try to influence? Yes,
since 1999, it has always been like that. The ruling party through the ruling party want to meddle into their affairs and make sure whoever is emerging should be the person they prefer. It has always been like that, except in 2011. It was 2011 when the PDP adopted Honorable Mulika Takonde from Oyo State for speakership, and the current Sokoto governor, Tambuwa, came out, and he was supported. He was supported by AC and then, and he became the speaker against the wish of his party, against the plan of his party. So when I heard Comrade Shomole saying it has never happened, this and that, I was just laughing. It happened. Tambuwa became speaker not with a PDP vote. It's just few PDP votes and majority of ACN vote. So, not that it has been happening does not mean President Buhari should also do it. Not that he cannot do it, he can do it. He's not doing it. It's not. He won't be committing a crime. He won't be committing any whatever. But I think for our democracy to be consolidated, for our democracy to grow, it is better we have a parliament that's not a rubber stamp, that's not a friend, not the one that will be enemy to the nation, quote and unquote, that is not too friendly with the executives, just to do their job as is being cut out for them constitutionally. That's just it.
Other candidates who have thrown their hats in the ring, you've referred to Senator Danjuma Goje. Then there's the party favorite, the APC's favorite, Senator Ahmed Lawan, who was actually, you'll recall, selected in 2015 before Senator Bukola Saraki emerged as Senate President. And then also Senator Ali Ndume, who was Senate leader for a period before being removed from that position. Who do you see ascending to the position of number 3 of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? And then also there's the interest that has been expressed by Senator Orji Uzor Kalu for the DSP position, and he is zoning it unilaterally to the southeast. Do you think zoning will play out in this race, since this is quite, well, probably the most open race that we've had in the Fourth Republic? How open will it be? Open for all comers, or will zoning restrain choices?
If not for the way it was done in 2015, that Senator Akpabio emerged as the minority leader, I will have said the statement by Senator-elect Orji Uzor Kalu will emerge as the Deputy Senate President in his dream, but it happened in 2015. So maybe now, maybe that clause of a ranking member or a ranking senator will not be looked into. But it was there that you have to be a ranking member or a ranking senator for you to be a principal officer. But it was that particular section was jettisoned in 2015. But among these three, and we've been hearing statements in Ndume after adoption of Lawa. Ndume came out to say he's rejecting the adoption of his party and that he's still going on. And we started hearing counter statements from the party, and maybe anybody, we don't know how true those statements are. But Ndume said he's still going on. Danjuma Goje is here to come out to tell us he's not going again. And see, like I said, there's no way they want to do it except they want to. I don't know how they want to pacify Senator Goje and Ndume. But if those two people are still on the race, there's no way. It is not going to be this Senate that Senator Lawa will emerge. He will not emerge. He can't have more than 20-something votes. Senator Lawa can't have more than 20-something votes. And the person that will win will be having close to about 40-something or 50-something votes. And I'm seeing Goje emerging. I'm telling you, I'm seeing Goje emerging. We have other people who are coming for Deputy Senate President. We have Ali Kime from Ali Kime now. What's his name? From Edo. People don't know he's coming. I'm seeing that man surprising some people. Senator Burofis is coming from Ondo State, from Ondo North. He's also going for Deputy Senate Presidency. So all these things are there. But do you know for PDP to pick that Deputy Senate President, PDP only need just how many senators to pick? They will just stay with their number, just look for somebody who will be the Senate President from APC. They will tell the person to just look for some particular set of 9 of you should just come and join us, or 5 of you should just come and call. 45 vote can be majority. So look for the person that will be Senate President, look for another 4 people in your APC to come and join us. You allow the other 60, that's 5, 65, and that's 60. You allow other 2 people to be running with their 60. If Ndume will still be going, Goje will pick it. There's no way. Goje will pick it, not through APC, just few votes from APC. Goje will pick it from PDP. And that's when you have to trade, you now have to trade out the Deputy Senate President and some committee, juicy A-list and B-list committee chairmanship that will be shared between both parties. That one that Comrade Shomole is saying, all the committee chairmanship should be APC. He's not a parliamentarian. He doesn't know anything about parliament. That's why he's talking. He's not being realistic. It's not possible. It is not possible. It's not Nigeria. It's not possible. It doesn't have history of how parliament is being running. It has been running in Nigeria from the first parliament to this one. That's why he's talking like that. Is that possible? Is that possible? It's not possible now.
Mr. Oyeniyi, I have two questions for you as we wrap up. One is, who do you see sort of emerging for speaker? I mean, I think that all eyes are on Femi Gbajamila. But also, I have another question for you, which you referred to earlier, which is the current Senate President's influence on the upcoming, on who will emerge next. How relevant is that, and how do you think that should be playing out? Especially, and also, you were extremely generous in complimenting him in defeat, which I think that this is something that should be standard across the nation, and I think that it's something that we should expect of our leaders, something that is exceptional. But I wanted to understand, because he has come out to say that he is not meddling, that he is not he's not trying to influence the next decision. How relevant is that, and why do you think that this is important for him to continue to have this influence in the Senate?
For the speakership of the House of Representatives, I'm seeing Honorable Femi Gbajamila emerging. See, these positions naturally supposed to be zoned, not by law, maybe just by convention. And this is how I think it should be. The North is having the president. The South is having the vice president. The president, let's say president is 100%. The vice president will be like 70%. The Senate president will be like, let's say 60%. So I think the Senate presidency should go to the South, and the speaker will come to the North. That it has balanced power. When you have the president and speaker from the North, you have the vice president and the Senate president from the South. Power is balanced. Then we now have to look for deputy Senate president, then deputy speaker. Deputy Senate president will come to the North, deputy speaker will come to the South. Majority leader will come from the South, majority whip will come from... That's how all these positions, we have, let's say, the president, vice president, Senate president, speaker, deputy Senate president, and deputy speaker. We have 6 geopolitical zones, and we have 6 offices. Can't we zone it around these 6 zones? We can do it, even if a particular position is being zoned to a particular zone, and we have only one. We have people there. We don't even need to follow how many people came from your party, which party is majority, which no. We have senators representing all the states, all the geopolitical zones. Irrespective of their party, let's look at their capabilities, let's look at their qualities, what can they do? Let's give these things to them. But we are not going to do it like that. But there's nothing we are going to do. I don't know. Dogara is coming out. Femi Gbajamila is coming out. We've not heard, although there are other people on the ground that are coming out that we don't, you know, when the thing gets very close, maybe 2-3 days, we started hearing some names again, which they will have been working on the ground. They will just sit there, they will just come, they will be seeing how they will be wielding influences everywhere. And they will want to make man of all plans, all analysis that has been on ground before. But I'm seeing Femi Gbajamila coming as a speaker, and I'm seeing Senator Danjuma Goje emerging as the Senate president. You know, when I was there during the gubernatorial polls analysis, you saw all what I analyzed, how they played out. This is how he's going to, unless APC can hook down Senator Ndume and Goje not to contest. They have only one candidate. Now they are very free. They will go to sleep. They can go to sleep. But I doubt even all APC will want to vote for Lawa, because other people want to, maybe PDP want to nominate somebody for Senate presidency, and we promise our APC member you'll be Senate chairman on judiciary, you'll be Senate chairman on tertiary health, you'll be Senate chairman on NDDC. You know, they want to give their votes. You know, somebody you are giving Senate chairmanship, you want to vote now. Will I go and follow a law that I will be following bandwagon when somebody is promising me? I won't go there now. They are looking for money. Am I not go? Mutai also look for money. Am I not supposed to have power too? You understand me now? So it is personal. It is personal. What are you bringing? You say you are going for so. Okay, you've met me. What are you giving me? What's coming to me? What's coming to my constituency? This is how we are going to do it. I will follow. If you do not, I will follow my party. At least they won't see. But if we can do this, we can do this. We are good to go. And that day, I will vote. I will go and put my paper there. They will pour everything down. They will say when they separate, they will count. And when you emerge, I know I'm the committee chairman. I will not go and follow somebody that will be whipped into line to go and follow, as if we are school children.
So Adams Oshiomhole was right to dangle juicy committees before the Senate, because in none of your computations has anything about the legislative agenda of the 9th National Assembly, the effectiveness of their oversight functions, the constituency projects they want to execute on behalf of the people who elected them. None of that comes into play in their analysis.
Now, Assembly will have to come up then before they withdraw their own legislative agenda. They will not have, they can't have, because the 9th Assembly is not existing and they cannot have legislative agenda, of which by the time they come on board, they will definitely have. But Comrade Oshiomhole dangle a Senate committee in front of APC. Because nobody has been saying you are going to be Senate Committee Chairman on the Custom and Excise Duty. The names have not been, because they know once names are being put into those committee chairmanship, other people, somebody you cannot, if you are putting my friend in Ports and Harbour, and you want to put me in, let me say, you want to put me in population and national identity. So, and somebody is promising me NDDC somewhere. Will I leave NDDC and be following you to, when you give one position to somebody, just position to other people, the one you give to me, I will be aggrieved and I will have to follow the other party. That's why names have not been put into those committee chairmanship, and because names have not been put into it, people are not seeing it as a genuine promise. It's a general statement. We are. It should be. Put my name now. Not it should be. No. But other people will be coming to them, will be putting them on the list. I say you are Ports and Harbour, you are Custom and Excise Duty, you are NDDC, you are tertiary education, you are this, you are that, you are this, you are that, you are that, you are that. They will push out A list and B list committees to attract people. These committees are just about 14 or 16. So if people in PDP and the rest, if few people from APC will join PDP and share 16 committees, of which if the person eventually emerges, not all those committees will actually come, because you have to now try to pacify the aggrieved party, the people you have won. You have to bring them in to give them 1 or 2 committees like that, and see, because you will not move forward. This is not executive where you convene Federal Executive Council. The president will be talking, or vice president will be talking, everybody will keep quiet. No, here, people will shout on themselves, they will tear their agbada, they will remove their cap, they will remove their shoes. Here, you cannot do anything. Whatever that is being done inside that chamber will end inside that. You cannot arrest, you cannot do anything, nothing. IS will set up a ad hoc committee to look into it, and they bring their report. The report will be debated at the committee of whole. That's the plenary, and it will be debated. It will be killed.
Really, once again, I think that thank you for your analysis. As painful as some of that is to hear, we do hope that people that have been elected will go there to serve, rather than be it about what you've said, which is sharing and being on juicy committees. Really, at the end of the day, they have been elected to serve their constituency, and we're hoping that that's what they do, in spite of the dangling of these committees in their faces. Thank you very much for being with us. We look forward to having you back once we know who's in place.
Thank you.
Thank you.